My boyfriend refuses to help me around the house even when I'm sick because he wants me to be a traditional housewife, so I'm making his life miserable by treating him just as awful. My boyfriend and I have a system that's been working for us for a year. He provides for us while I stay home to take care of the house. Recently, I haven't been feeling well, so I asked my boyfriend if he could help me do laundry, along with some other things around the house. He immediately got defensive and asked why he had to do that when it wasn't part of our deal. I calmly told him that I had just been feeling really tired lately and I'm having trouble keeping up with all the chores. I thought my boyfriend would tell me that I had nothing to worry about and he was here for me, but I just saw him scowl as he went to our room and brought out the laundry basket a few minutes later. I reminded him to sort out the clothes by color and then went to clean the dishes. It was easy to forget about my boyfriend's hesitance to help me after that, though I seemed to be forgetting everything anyway. Still, I decided to give my boyfriend more credit. That was until he dumped all the laundry onto the bed and told me to fold it. I asked him why he was in a mood, and he said all he wanted to do was rest after a long day at work, but I made him do more work. I apologized and told him to go to sleep, and I'd fold the laundry. I finally saw him smile and he said he was glad I had come to my senses. I honestly didn't understand why he was being mean and acting like he was above me, but things only got worse when I saw that all our white clothes had turned pink, which meant he had forgotten to sort the clothes out by color. I showed my boyfriend what happened and he got annoyed at me. He said it was all my fault for making me do a woman's job. I instantly realized that he had weaponized his incompetence so that I didn't ask him for help again. It was like that one time I asked him to go grocery shopping while I was away for the day, and he left all the food out on the counter because I didn't tell him he had to put the food away. I asked him if he hadn't separated the clothes on purpose, and he was quick to admit to it. He said I was taking him for granted and I wasn't listening to him, so the only way he could properly communicate his feelings was by destroying things I liked. I was so furious, but I didn't even have the energy to fight. Things only got worse for me after that. I could barely get out of bed, and whenever I ate my stomach grew to the size of a balloon. I had to start wearing loose sweatpants because none of my shorts could button against my bloated stomach. The worst part though was that I was severely constipated. I would sit on the toilet for 10 minutes pushing but nothing came out. My whole body hurt, and I hoped my boyfriend would notice that I wasn't in the best condition, but he was giving me the silent treatment ever since I asked him to do laundry. He only spoke to me to ask why I let the house get so dirty and if I just sat around all day. Up until now I enjoyed our system. I liked how much of a man he was and how he provided for me. And I liked that I didn't need a job. Even though housework is a struggle, I liked that I could just relax whenever I wanted, order my favorite fast foods, and didn't need to act professional. I liked that my day wasn't dictated by a boss. But everything has fallen apart now. Because of this system, my boyfriend thinks it's outrageous whenever I ask for help. It's not like I want him to deep clean the house every day either. I just wanted him to lend a hand every now and then. I realized that things would continue to go downhill if I kept feeling this awful. I was thinking that if I got better I wouldn't need to be so dependent on him. I could break up with him and live my life as a normal, single woman. With that in mind, I looked up how to get rid of constipation. I was hoping the problem could go away on its own, but since that wasn't happening I had to take drastic measures. That included doing a detox cleanse because the average person has 7 pounds of crap stuck in me, which affects their energy and mind, and the only way to get rid of it is to do a detox cleanse. So, I quickly hopped a Colon Breeze cleanse and took 2 pills in the morning when it arrived. Though this whole situation taught me that my boyfriend was an awful person, so it didn't matter to me how much my health improved after doing the detox. I wasn't going to cater to him anymore. The funny thing was that I couldn't even do anything because a day after taking the Colon Breeze pills, I was stuck on the toilet for hours. My body finally flushed out all the crap it was holding on to. I was relieved, but my backside and thighs hurt so much from sitting there the entire time. It was nearly the time my boyfriend got home when I finally got off the toilet, and usually I would be in the kitchen cooking him a gourmet meal. But this time, I decided to be petty and made him salty eggs with burnt toast. Not even a Victorian child would eat that, so there was no way my boyfriend's pampered butt would even dare look at the meal. When he came home and saw the meal he freaked and asked me if this was some kind of joke. I feigned innocence and reminded him that I wasn't feeling good. I told him he should just order some food because I wanted to watch a movie. He was pissed at me and started ranting about him just wanting to come home to a nice meal and I couldn't even do that for him. I stopped listening halfway through. On the bright side though, I noticed that my shorts finally fit again after pooping my brains out. Turns out all I really needed was the Colon Breeze cleanse, and as the days passed I only kept feeling better. I was on the toilet more often than I liked, but one day my energy finally shot up because I didn't have bad gut health anymore. I could get back to cleaning around the house because no matter how much I hated my boyfriend, I didn't want to live in a pigsty. I was cooking myself better meals, sometimes even healthy ones. I always just made the same meals every day or ordered food when I was too lazy to cook, but I was more than happy to be in the kitchen. The best part was that no matter how much I ate, my stomach didn't fill up with gas because the Colon Breeze was working and cleansing my gut every day. When my mind was clearer than ever before after I had been taking the Colon Breeze pills for a month, I decided it was time to break up with my boyfriend. I hadn't done it before because I needed to be healthy and now I was. I wasn't forgetting every little thing and I could see right through my boyfriend. At this point I had mentally checked out of the relationship, so I didn't falter in telling him we should break up. Luckily, our apartment was under my name so I could have him evicted. I was going to threaten with this if he didn't allow us to have a clean breakup, and of course he didn't allow it. He tried to sweet talk me, saying that he loved me and he would never be able to find someone like me. I told him that my mind was made up, so there was nothing he could say to get me to change my decision. I honestly believe that if I hadn't taken Colin Breeze and cleared my mind, I would have easily fallen for his manipulative words. He quickly switched tactics when I said that, and told me that this was all my fault, so it wasn't fair that he was paying the price for it. He said that if I had just done our system right, none of this would be happening. I interjected to tell him that this was happening because he was a horrible boyfriend. I was feeling like crap for weeks, and when I needed him most, he acted like I was a burden. I refused to live with him any longer, so it's either he leaves on his own or I have him evicted. He stormed off to our room and locked himself in there. I can't say I didn't warn him.